What's up guys, this is Clashing with Sir William for another video, and on this video I wanted to cover something that is very popular at Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, and even Town Hall 11, and that is the Queen Walk. So the Queen Walk is an attack, well it's part of an attack where a large portion of your attack is based off just your Archer Queen, and what you're going to do is you're going to cook up 3 to 4 healers depending on how the base is set up. 99% of the time though it's going to be 4. And you are going to deploy your Archer Queen and the 4 healers, and she is going to attack a portion of the base for you. It's great for things such as funneling, and also just as an actual part of your attack, where she's going to take out about 25% of the base. So, like normal, I'm going to show you 3 good attacks, then I'm also going to show you 1 bad attack, and we're going to go from there, alright guys? So, the first attack that I want to show, I didn't get the 3-star on this one, but when I'm using looting troops and other stuff like that, I don't always expect the 3-star. It requires a little more skill for me to get it. So right here, I just start off with my 4 healers and my Archer Queen. Alright, and my Archer Queen is at level 22. Typically, I would say for Queen Walk, you'll have your best success from a level 15 plus Archer Queen, but it is doable on a level 10 Archer Queen. You just need to be much more cautious and also have your rage spell at the ready a lot quicker. So I just go ahead and get my Archer Queen down there. Alright, she's taking a lot of damage right away. I'm going to use her ability because I was just deploying the troops, so it was the quickest way for me to save her on that one. Alright, and then afterwards I'm going to drop the rage since she's still struggling. Alright, my kill squad is going in from the south. I'm not really going to worry too much about them. We're not covering that portion of the attack right now. We're just focusing on the Archer Queen. So as you can see, my Archer Queen is back up to full health now. So she's going strong. When only 1 or 2 point defenses is attacking her, she's fine. She has nothing to worry about. So we're just going to speed up the attack now just a little bit. I'll deploy some archers just to help speed up this entire process. Now the one thing you want to be cautious of is pathing. So when you path your Archer Queen and your healers over an air defense like that, if you don't take the air defense out pretty quick, it can cause a lot of problems. So luckily I was already to a point in the attack where my Archer Queen had taken out the majority of the point defenses up north, and my kill squad took out the majority of them south. So I still have 3 healers alive. There's only 85% left of the base. I mean 85% has already been taken out. So my Archer Queen is handling that expo no problem. I still have 3 healers left, which is plenty to still do a functional attack. It's just you'll have a problem once you get over to where there's 2 point defenses, but as you'll eventually see, my Archer Queen actually is able to take both of them out still. The only thing that gets me on this attack is time. So with just slightly stronger troops, I would have easily 3-starred this base. So just barely my Archer Queen was able to actually finish both of them point defenses. So on the next attack, I'm going to break it down just a little more to help understand. So we're going to go down here, and this one I was able to get a 3-star, and in the middle of the attack I was also disconnected. So I missed my abilities and I believe even a spell, and that was the reason why. So when you're looking at a base, alright, and when I was doing this attack right here, I used my Archer Queen ultimately as a funnel. So when you look at this portion of the base right here, I'm planning on my Archer Queen taking out a solid chunk of this. So then my kill squad that I'm going to deploy in the north, they only have the choice of going east or going to the core. And since I use my earthquake, it makes their chances of going to the core a lot more likely. So when I looked at the base first, and I've seen this base several times, so I already knew how to attack it. The point defenses are really spread out. There's a concentration of 3 in the north. There's only 2 over here in the northwest, and then there's 2 in the southwest, and then 2 in the southeast, and then 2 in the northeast. So it's an even spread of the point defenses on this base, so you don't have to worry too much about your Archer Queen. And both of the expos they are far enough inside the base where you don't have to worry about your Archer Queen really being targeted from them very much. So I drop my Archer Queen with my healers, and also when you deploy your healers, try and be mindful of where you set them, because you want to set them to where as the Archer Queen moves, they stay as far away from the nearest air defense as possible. So I go ahead and send my kill squad in, and This is just my looting attack that I do for champion. So right now my Archer Queen is just taking damage from one Expo, so as you can see it's not really doing very much to her. And the other Expo is now targeting my Giants, which is exactly what I want. So now the entire northwest side of the base almost is taken out. So this base actually had CC troops, which was perfect. It just helped to show if this was more like a war base. So I go ahead and Rage my King. All my troops are in the core now. They're taking everything out. The Expo is fixing to go down. The CC troops are all down. So I just deploy some wizards on that cannon because I had them extra, and I just didn't see a point of my Archer Queen taking extra damage. So we're going to speed it up just a little now. So my Archer Queen is at full health. There's not really many defenses to attack her. So right about here is where I'm going to get disconnected. And as you'll notice, this is one of the great things about using healer attacks. So my Archer Queen was at full health, and my Barbarian King was really low. When he moved in range of the healers, they were able to target him now instead. So even though I got disconnected on this attack, the troops that I had deployed, which is mainly just my heroes now, were able to finish off the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4-point defenses and plenty of other trash buildings. So now my Barbarian King is almost at full health. Alright, and then they're fixing to switch back to my Archer Queen once she starts taking damage, I believe. See, so now they're on both of my heroes, and then they're able to just keep both of my heroes alive the entire time. They just keep on rotating. Whichever one takes damage is going to be the one that gets the heals. So that is another extremely powerful thing about a Queen Walk. I've had some attacks where I failed my Queen Walks, where I might have not noticed an area where there was an extra point defense, so there was 3 or 4 point defenses attacking my Queen, and missed my Rage spell. But then if I just send my kill squad in from an area near my healers, then I can still recover it and normally still pull off a 2-star in champion. So now I wanted to show a war application for a Queen Walk. So this is an old base that I have. I didn't make it, but I have tweaked it a lot from someone else. So this base is very Go Valho friendly. It's pretty difficult to Queen Walk, which is one of the reasons why I wanted Prime to do it. Prime is really good at using a Queen Walk, and the reason why it's difficult is several reasons. One, it's extremely large, and Queen Walk attacks normally take a lot of time. So in his attack, it's going to be pretty close time-wise. So he's going to just send his queen in from the northwest, alright, and then one wizard just to make sure the queen doesn't go the wrong way. Pathing is the hardest part about a Queen Walk, and we'll address that more in just a few seconds. So right now, just 2 cannons is on the Archer Queen. It doesn't even phase her. So the queen just keeps on moving. As you can see, there's an air defense coming up in the west of the base, but the Archer Queen, it's going to be able to target it, take it out, so then the healers are safe. The attack's going to keep on going. Alright, so Prime is now also going to send in his kill squad from the south. So we're going to watch that for just a second, because the Archer Queen, just 2 defenses attacking her, she's going to be fine. So he sends his kill squad in. He does a perfect funnel, 2 or 3 buildings on both sides. All of his troops go right into the core of the base. Alright, and then he drops a jump spell to cover a good chunk of the base. So now, as you can see, there's 5 wizards and 2 loons in the CC. And one of the things that I always say is one of the strongest defenses against Valk is loons. So Prime is going to be able to handle them really well. He drops his poison and his loons are still fine. I believe he still winds up having 5 or 6 left. So keeping in mind that this is an incredibly challenging Queen Walk base, now his healers have switched over to the Golem. So now that Golem is getting regenerated instead of his queen, because his queen is fine right now. She's not taking damage. So they go ahead and switch over to her, to the Golem. Alright, the Golem is now almost fully healed now, which can make a huge difference on the attack, because now, ultimately, any defense that is attacking that Golem is just going to keep on doing it, which is just as good as it being on his queen. So all that he has left now is just going to be 2-point defenses and a few splash damage defenses. So he deploys some wizards just to try and help speed up his attack. and we're going to speed up this portion. So the the healer is back on his queen now. So she makes it over here and uses hero's abilities, and he gets the 3-star. Now we're going to look at pathing for the queen real quick. So he deploys his queen right here in the northwest portion of the base. And the reason why he doesn't drop it in the very far north is because of the fact that you don't want to leave the ability for her to change directions. So he clearly wanted her to go towards the west of the base, and that is why he dropped the wizard on the army camp. You see, because once that camp goes down, there is a very small chance of her pathing towards the north. With where she's sitting right now, she's going to take out that archer queen, and then every defense that is near her now is to the west. So always be mindful of pathing. Don't just drop your archer queen down in an area and assume she's going to go the way you want. It never hurts to bring a few minions or a wizard or two to just give her that extra little push to get her there. So now we're going to look at a attack that failed. As I said earlier, I had a few connection problems, and this was one of them. Oh, wrong one. But it turned out working in my favor for this video. So let's see where it was. This attack right here, I got disconnected pretty quick in it, but I still didn't do a proper queen walk. So what's going to happen is I send my kill squad in from the northwest and my archer queen in from the northeast. So that's all fine. Alright, and then everything goes normal, my funnel goes well. My archer queen's over there, she starts attacking the wall, which I didn't really expect. I kind of assumed that she would continue to go towards the east, but that didn't happen. So right about here is where I got disconnected, because here's what's going to happen. My giants are going to get taken out pretty quick, and once that happens, then ultimately both of the Expos are going to target my archer queen and this east cannon, which is exactly what I wanted to make a point of. Whenever you're being targeted by 3-point defenses at one time, your archer queen can't survive. So I have 4 healers right now. Now, of course, I could drop a rage. I got disconnected, so I wasn't able to. But if I was still able to control the attack, right here I would drop a rage. I wasn't able to, and that's why my archer queen went down. So whenever you're doing an attack, if 3-point defenses are attacking your archer queen, you need to either use her ability or you need to drop a rage spell. Using heal spells on your queen when you're doing a queen walk is not really a good idea, because the healers are there to heal her. So a heal spell isn't really going to enhance that at all, while a rage spell will help your queen do more damage, and it also increases the input that the healers are able to heal your archer queen. Typically, the best time to use your ability is going to be if you're attacking a barbarian king or an archer queen, because then the extra archers that pop up will be able to preoccupy the hero for a longer amount of time, saving your archer queen from any more damage. So just remember, when you're doing a queen walk attack, always make sure that you path your archer queen in the right direction. So don't be afraid to use a wizard or two to take out a building in the opposite direction so she'll go the proper way. And also, always keep in mind that 3-point defenses will take your archer queen out. 4, you probably can't save it. So always be mindful of that. If you have 4 healers, 2-point defenses won't take your archer queen out. So always try and path your archer queen to where she'll be exposed to 2 or fewer point defenses at any one time. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe it. If you have any comments or any suggestions on future videos, please feel free to give me the idea. And also, just keep clashing, guys.